Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm sure you've been on Blackboard. That's the only reason you're here, and you joined Open Lab. It's the only reason you can see this. So I thought I would walk you through the site fairly quickly and show you where stuff is so you can get started. Alright, so here when you first log in and you find the class, this is where you'll be with my little owls. Visit course site. Alright, now course profile takes you right back there, just so you'll know. Where you're going to land though is going to be on this announcements page. Everything that's going on in the class, whether it's reminders about assignments, whether it's a change in the schedule, which happens, it'll all be right here. So this is the first one, just reminding you to send me your email about joining the Slack channel. I've got Word docs and PDFs all over the place on this thing. One word about Open Lab is it's a lot easier to use. In fact, it is easy to use on your smartphone, where Blackboard is not. A lot of my students do the discussion posts on their phone. So if you're sharing technology with family, you can use your smartphone to do a good bit of the work on this class. Okay? And then here's the technology thing at the bottom that'll just help me. If you have trouble, I'll kind of know what's going on and can talk to you earlier about that. Info, this is just contact information about me, which you've already got. This is a couple of places. This is one of the places where you can find the Zoom meeting ID. So you go to zoom.us and then you put this and join meeting and you put this ID in and you're good. And there's also the password. You can also print this page if you want. Info, here's the syllabus and schedule, which I'll show you in just a second. Remember, this class is 10 to 11:40, although I can't imagine going more than about half an hour, 45 minutes. It's just too much, too much time. One thing, this is a portfolio-based class, which means your grades really only count when you get to the revisions. Now, you'll get a grade on each unit based on whether you do the work and whether you sort of put a good effort into it. But the final grade on each unit depends on what's in the final portfolio, which I'll talk about when I talk about the syllabus, and which you guys will see when you look at it too. I take issues of accessibility and diversity seriously, so if you feel like you're having a problem during the term, even if it's something I'm doing, please let me know so I can make it more comfortable for you. It's important stuff to me. So here's the heart of it now. Course assignments, this has got everything you need based on the units. This is the first week or so. Tell you, okay, welcome, here's the class session, here's things to do. This is just a link to the site. I don't know why I put it up here, but there it is. Things, again, you need to do. One of the things you need to do is go to the Google Drive and find the syllabus, which, again, I'll show you in a second. And everything on all of these units, this assignment stuff, there's links to everything. So you don't really have to go find anything. And it will tell you exactly how to create what you're supposed to be doing in your discussion posts, which I'll show you again in just a second. So this is all for the first week or so, and you can print this page. Once we get into the units, things get a little longer. So I didn't put it all up here on the site. What I did was I made a downloadable doc for you to get everything, including what's here on the site is the main assignment to explain what's going on. Once you get the doc open, it's also at the beginning of it. Here's the main assignment. It's over here. And then there is the schedule. Monday class. Here's what's due by Wednesday. Again, links. Read. Write. Tell you exactly what to do. Links. It's all up here. Okay, I'll explain that in a minute. But all of the units are that way. All of them are that way. Okay, so that's what they are. Class discussions. This is where we do a lot of the work during the week. You'll post answers to questions. You'll help each other. You'll post up material that you're working on. And I'll show you how to do that in just a second. But let me finish this first. Resources. It's got things from, here's college resources for things like academic advising, library, financial aid, these kinds of things you might need to get in touch with. Open Lab help. Takes you over to Open Lab's main help thing, which should give you some help on whatever, But if you get lost on Open Lab, let them know. They're really nice people, and you can always send them an email. Go back. And then the other things, here's the stuff about the Zoom room. We're going to be meeting on Zoom. like I said, starting August 31st. And here's the information. You go to zoom.us, click on join a meeting, add the meeting ID, which is here, the password if they ask for it, then click join, and there you are. Okay, and I will be recording these and making them available, although as I am doing this little video, I haven't got all the tech stuff nailed down yet, so I'll let you know more as we get closer. So that's about the Zoom room. There are also how-to videos on a couple of things, how to create a post, okay, and then how to use Google Drive, Google Folders, Google Docs, and comment on Google Docs, which if you don't know, I assume most of you already know about Google, but for those of you who don't, here's a little how-to to do it. So let me show you our Google Drive, which is important. Here's our drive. Everything's got a folder. Each unit has got a folder of its own. Now, if you've never worked with them before, let me show you quickly. You just click on the folder, and everybody's going to be working in workshop stuff. But don't panic yet. There's a better way to do it than you're probably used to. So the groups will have names on them when I get there. If you've never uploaded a file before, it's just new, file upload, and you upload something. Let me see if I can find something and put it up here. Okay, well, here's the schedule. I'll just drop this in here. All right. This comes in as a Word doc. You can comment on them like this. To add a comment, you have to highlight first. You have to highlight, and then you can comment. It annoys me, so I almost always will open things with Google Docs and do my commenting on there. Working with Google Docs is really easy. If it will load, this is a pretty long fold file. You just put your cursor wherever you want to, click on this, and you can add a comment. Simple. And then comment. That's it. You can add, when you're in here, you can add a link to stuff, you can add a picture, there's all kinds of ways you can do it with this. And then the changes will be saved automatically, so that when you close out this one, you can't see it now because I didn't do anything. The changes, it usually takes it a second, but the changes will also show up in the Word doc. Same thing if you're working on the Word doc, those changes, those comments will show up in the Google Doc eventually. It just takes a little while to get there. But that's how you do that. Okay? So let me show you, back up. Let me show you, back up here. This is something I want you to do the first week, or the first day really, is to look at our schedule and syllabus. I'm not going to read it. I realize deaf. This is what we are doing these days. I talked about the New English curriculum. We're looking about composing in different genres, including video. Research as asking questions and not trying to prove a point. Thinking about what we're writing. Thinking about our responsibility as writers and communicators, and then learning how to use different kinds of ways of writing, like podcasts. That's writing, that's composing. Here's the university policies. Attendance. Attendance is weird because it just is. So you guys are supposed to show up since this is a synchronous class. There's information about that. This is about the 3 units. The first one is you're going to be writing about yourself as a writer and thinker. The second one is it's an investigation piece where you just look up stuff about something you're interested in. It's not a persuasive piece, and it's not what you're used to writing. The third one is you're going to write about this issue that you've done here in a way that you haven't done before. You can do a photo essay, you can do video, you can do whatever you want. And the final portfolio and reflection is where you put your final revisions on all of these, and then write a final, like a paper, like an essay, like an article for a website about what you've done this term. And this also explains about Blackboard, Open Lab, Zoom, Slack, all the stuff I've talked about. More about the grading, and then down here is a sort of a mini schedule, certainly subject to change. All right. So what I want you guys to do for the first week is just to get, and I know why it gives me this extra page, but give you a chance to put comments on the bottom, is to get in here and make comments about it. Ask me questions. If you're confused about something in here, make a comment about it and tell me. I'll go back and look. Right? So that's what we're doing with that. So that's how you work with the syllabus. That's also how you comment using these things. All right, so the drive has got all that kind of stuff in there. Going back to our site. Now, how do you do class discussions? Again, really easy. Say, for example, we're doing education narrative, and I want to do, here's the doc for it, and I got an assignment here. And I know this video is getting long, but it won't be but for just another minute. It's just taking a while. Okay, so here's the first one, the first assignments. You're going to be creating a post about this piece you're reading. So what you're going to do, this is the information you need. You're going to, as I said, I have a titling protocol for posts, discussion posts. And here it is. Here's the name and your name, and you use the category. So what does that mean in practice? Well, here we go. To create a post, you go up here to this little circle that's got the plus in it, and it will automatically take you to post it. You can click on post. And title, I already gave you the title, right? It's down here. Fun. And your name. That's me. Okay. And then you put in, I hated this piece. I don't know how to write. Okay, whatever you want to say. Now we get to the fun part. If you want to add a picture, you can. There's a couple ways to do it. You can add media, is the simplest thing to do. You can upload a file from somewhere on your computer, or that's the simple way to do it. Like I got pictures here. And yes, I already did Baby Yoda, and it's already there once, so I'm just going to use it anyway. So you put, it's either Baby Yoda or the child, depending on how picky you want to be about this sort of thing. You insert into post, and there it is. That's simple, right? So now you're ready to publish. Here's the publish button, right? Here, I wrote it. I did my thing. I'm there. Publish. Uh-oh. Nope. There's a little thing that says you got to pick a category. Okay, so what the heck is she talking about now? Well, let's go back to the assignment. See, it says Category Unit 1. Oh, gotcha. Categories are down here. Unit 1. Click on the category. Now, I'm going to create and use tags to help me find stuff, but you guys don't have to worry about that right now. So you got this. You got your category. You got your post. You got it labeled. You hit publish. And go back to the site, and this is the toggle back and forth, this one. So you go to class discussions. This was Unit 1, right? Unit 1. Ta-da! There it is. There, it's right there where it's supposed to be. You want to comment on it? You click on comments. Okay, so you can ignore this. This is just for me. This is just an instructor thing. So you can put a comment in here. You can actually add a URL that links out to a website, an image from somewhere, as long as the URL for the image is really short. You cannot copy and paste a picture in an image in here. It won't work. But it lets you comment, and you can do all this kind of stuff. So that's how we do class discussions, and there's a lot of them. So that's all in the course assignment stuff. And I think that's pretty much it. I'll talk to you more about things as we get into the class, but that should give you an overview of how things work. So your job now is to go to, this stuff, and then you go over to the introductory material, okay, course assignments, introductory activities, and get rolling. And if you're here before August 26th, you are perfectly welcome to do whatever you want. Get started and do whatever you need to do. Okay? So I will see you guys online. Sorry for the length. It's really just about all I got. Okay, see you later.